Alright, so, yeah, I just got this tripod, so I'm using it for the first time, record a little video. There's been some very interesting news lately, lots of interesting news, about Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire. Now, The New Empire, as we know, it's gonna be pretty good. Well, we've seen the trailer. I think it's going to be really good. I'm very, very, very excited. If you've seen the other video I did on it, listed lots of things I'm excited for. But now, there's been a little toy fair thing. There's been some reveals of, you might have seen a little Jada toys or Jada toys. They made little die-cast models of some monsters in the movie, including one we haven't seen yet. That being Titanus Shimu. Well, that's what people think it's called. It's actually Shimo, buddy. Titanus Shimo, which is the oldest Titan to exist in the Monsterverse, apparently, allegedly caused the Ice Age, if leaks are to go off, if we assume leaks are true, caused the Ice Age, one of the oldest Titans there is, if not the oldest, and, you know, KDM monsters, or just KDM in general, KDM, I personally asked this guy numerous questions about the supposed new leak that came out, because it happened this morning, basically. And I was thinking, oh, well, it looks real, so I figured I'll send it to him, I'll ask. And before he even replied, I was seeing posts from him saying, please don't spread the leak. And then an account, I think Aftermax G-Man, posted on it, and I went back to check his post, and it has that big media has been claimed because of copyright law or something. So they're wiping the image intentionally. So Titanus Shimo, the first Titan, is real, and based on what KDM has told me, is massive, like larger than Godzilla when reared up on two legs. And that is just, we're in for a treat. Now, once I'm editing this, I will put up an image now of the leak that I'm talking about. It'll be in the thumbnail, just blacked out for spoiler reasons. Oh yeah, I am going to be talking about spoilers that I know of, so probably should have said that at the start. Anyways, there's been leaks of not just Shimo, but Phosphora. Now, to clear up any confusion, Phosphora was originally in the movie, but test audiences really did not like it whatsoever, and I know why. It looks disgusting. But Phosphora was removed from the movie, and it is heavily implied that he has been, or they, I don't know, Phosphora has been replaced with Mothra, which is... Listen, I'm gonna be straight with you guys. I know a lot of stuff about the movie that I don't think I'm ever allowed to talk about until it comes out. So, I'm gonna give you a few little hints. Rome's gonna be interesting. Greenland is gonna be interesting. Godzilla's a home invader. Mothra is totally not in the movie. Mothra's totally not in it, you know? Totally. Mothra totally doesn't web some people up. And by people, I mean a couple little familiar faces we might have seen in the trailer hiding out underground, you know? There's totally not a big fight at the end that's a little chilly, but anyways, here's everything I know that I can tell you guys about. Wow, I'm rambling. Anyways, Phosphora was planned to be in the movie, looked absolutely disgusting, test audiences did not like it at all. It was removed, replaced with Mothra. Now, there's that. Now there's Shimo, who is, I assume, going to be set up as like an antagonist alongside the Scar King, but probably switches sides. Because, you know, the designer, I believe Jared, I don't know how to say his last name, Jared K. That guy, he posted a little bit about it, said, oh, something about fans will always take what they can get with leaks, and later on I saw KDM reply to a post under that about how someone said that, oh, it looks really friendly as like in comparison to Scar King, and KDM said something along the lines of maybe that's for a reason. So, based on what I know, Shimo is going to end up betraying or just going against Scar King himself. And I really want to talk about the final battle, but I can't. I really. You'll see. So, to summarize, Phosphora, which you'll be seeing right now. Phosphora, ugly as hell. Looks like Griffin or Griffon or whatever from that Godzilla 3D to the max thing. Replaced with Mothra. Shimo, main antagonist alongside the Scar King, first Titan ever, caused the Ice Age, mean as fuck, also massive. And then you got Godzilla and Kong themselves. They are how do I phrase this without immediately saying stuff that I can't say? Well, Godzilla's doing his job in terms of keeping things under control for the most part, and Kong, he's hanging out, and then he finds some very not nice neighbors. And then you got Zuko, little baby Kong, who was in the baby Kong. Is that a mini Kong? Zuko, the little buddy who's in the trailer. I feel like he's going to end up being revealed to be actually the Scar King's son, because he doesn't look the way Kong did in Skull Island. And there's been some comparisons. Apparently they're the same size, but Zuko looks way younger, and the Scar King also looks quite different from Kong himself. So I assume they're like a divergent species or something. Phosphora was once in the movie, not in the movie anymore. Shimo, leaked, not supposed to be shown yet. I know a lot of stuff about it. Antagonist alongside the Scar King. The movie, I know basically everything that happens in the movie in terms of major plot beats and most of the final battle. And I could tell all of you, but I'm not going to, because it's amazing, coming straight from my heart. It is fantastic and awesome, and you're gonna want to see it in theaters. Trust me on this one. One last thing I said to KDM himself is that I asked him, hey, when are Playmates reveals coming? And he said in the new year, closer to release. And if we're going to, let's take the Rise of the Beasts toy line, for example. Those were revealed and had a shelf date of April, and the movie came out in June. So April, May, June. Now, this movie comes out in April. So I assume we're going to see these revealed mid-January, start showing up in early to late February, which is great because my birthday's in early February, which I am quite excited about. Now, this movie, it's going to be great. I have a feeling, I don't know anything about what comes after, if anything comes after, but based on what I do know, I feel like this isn't going to be the end of the MonsterVerse. It seems like a big last hurrah, but they can't just end it here because there's so many good elements. It's really picking up speed. The MonsterVerse doesn't care about being silly or unrealistic anymore. It is finding its footing as its own Godzilla era, and crucify me if you must, but I think it's one of my favorite eras. And if I'm being completely honest, based on everything I've heard and just seeing the trailer, which is a glimpse, just the tip of the iceberg, I feel like this is going to be my favorite Godzilla movie of all time. Not the best, objectively, but in my personal opinion, you guys are going to love it. If you have the same kind of outlook on the MonsterVerse as I do, you're going to adore this movie. Now, not long until it comes out, about 4 months-ish, and when it comes out, I'm gonna make a follow-up video to this, and I'm hyped, man. Anyways, that's just been me talking about today's reveals, showing them off, or reveals as in leaks. Should script my next one, that's for sure. But listen, this is peak. Big stuff's coming.